It's always fun when you got seats pulled out of the car. I had to pull the seats out of the car. I was getting an airbag light and got a code reader going and found that my seat belt, basically a supplemental restraint, had blown. I hadn't realized that till now, so a few more code things to fix, but it did give me a chance to vacuum the carpet and get it all cleaned up. But the seat belts are out being rebuilt, repaired, and once that's done, I believe we'll get the rest of the codes all cleared out. It's just really simple things, you know, a few brackets, a few parts. Pull that out. I do have the trunk. Let me see if I can pop the trunk. Yep. The trunk is all working properly. So I was getting a light error when driving. So I've got basically the trunk assembly is adjusted now so that it does a soft close and latch when you close it. There you go, just like that. A few extra parts. Got my rear license plate holder. I just put it on a standoff, but I don't think that's gonna look good. So I need to figure out what will go on there to properly cover. There's these extra holes and things. I'm not sure what will cover those, but I'll get those figured out at some point. And then I've got these extra these bumper covers, which will need to be attached. I'll have to pull the bumper back off to attach those properly. It was interesting when I pulled the seat out, this actuator, this motor actuator, was pretty severely bent. I was able to bend it back into, or straighten it back out again, but my first start was to just try to source a replacement for it because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to bend it straight. That did not look like it was going to be an easy thing to do, so I, you know, between a pipe wrench and my vise and going after it, I was able to straighten it out pretty well. So looking forward to getting that back into the car. There was, the seat was throwing an error related to some comfort setting that it couldn't detect properly. And what was interesting, I also found there's a connector down here that goes to nowhere. I actually pulled out the passenger seat as well to figure out if it was the same on the passenger seat. It was, so I don't know what that is for, but probably some extra part. Since it's got some yellow on it, it's probably for some other airbag. Maybe that might be for if you're in a convertible. There may be a different airbag system, and that might be what it's used for. I'm not sure, but it's on the outside of the driver's side and outside of the passenger side, so I suspect that's probably the case. So that's progress. Still waiting for paint. I've got a new hood that's been on order forever. Nothing yet. And also I just figured out that the front license plate bolster, actually there's these little screw holes. Actually they're not little, it's a M10, and the license plate actually connects up with that. So trying to find part numbers for that right now so that I can get the proper studs that that hold it up, or they're like standoffs that hold it off of there. And then there's another piece that holds the front license plate. So trying to work with our parts dealers to try to figure out what parts I need for that. There's the update, and hopefully my hood shows up soon so I can get it off to paint.